Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the third episode of Shichisei no Subaru. And in the last episode, we got to meet another character, Satsuki. She just kind of showed up over at Haruto's house because she saw him in the game, wanted to know what was up, and they went to the game together. She got to meet Asahi, see that she's okay, kind of express her thoughts on that whole situation, and a bit more battling, defending Asahi from all the evil people that want to take her for themselves and all that. So yeah, let's get into the episode. 3, 2, 1, play. That's so. Well, that's the one thing he has difficulty with, so... Wow. She really is. Not because she's saying that, because she thinks she has the right to tell you if you can or can't be around Haruto. Well, apparently that's how we start the episode. I really wish Satsuki wouldn't be so harsh with Asahi. She's literally done nothing wrong, and yet Satsuki acts like this. And not to mention the fact that it's Haruto's decision whether he wants to be around Asahi or not hers. But yeah, I did say I would give the show the 3-episode rule, so this episode will just probably decide whether I continue or not. And if characters keep pissing me off, then, you know, I'll definitely sway the decision. I promise. Anohi no Yakusoku. Yes, that's fairly obvious. His childhood friend dying and his other friends blaming him for it would definitely have an effect. You are alive in the game, yes. Well, who needs a real life bot anyway when you have the video game one? Satsuki. Yes, and she's the one that's on her high horse. I'm glad also he's not a pushover, though. Seriously. Yeah, just log out. Of course, also he can log out, so she doesn't have an easy way to just leave a unpleasant scene. I figured it was her. I guess it's fine. I should hope so. Let's be honest, you lost a long time ago. Yes, yes. But apparently her strategy to not lose her was to make her go away, so... She means in regards to getting your D. Yeah, extremely vaguely. Which means there's not much point to it. Yeah, I don't think we got to hear that, though. Of course you did. Is it? They're all so small. And some of them are probably less mean. Well, clearly something came to mind. Wow. This is, okay. Yes. Oh, okay. I got you now. Eh? Yeah, not that I was stalking you or anything. Yeah, I figured it was something else. But Child of Promise is a very important anime, so... Yeah, that just apparently just all kind of changed when Satsuki died. That's the truth. Yeah, I'm sure she wanted to hang out with little Satsuki over here that was bullying her. I think that's safe to say, yes. Like that person over there. Guy's a freaking butler. Probably a pay-to-win guy. Anyway. Of course, a tree just chases him, why wouldn't it? Good job, Asahi. Well, that's the nature of grinding for rare drops. That's not much of an answer, Asahi. Is it a bake a cake? There's another one behind you. Things are kind of terrifying. I'm sure Subaru Haruto would be more than happy to watch your backside. I know I would. What's the problem there? I see. Oh, Cliff. I guess that is a problem. That could have been a lot worse if he hit a rock instead of the water. So now is her clothes all wet? I mean, it's more than 0. I don't think life's that convenient. Yeah, you really... Is she undressing? Yeah. Well, the clothes are wet now, so... I guess the game has pretty advanced physics like that, so... It's cool. I disagree. That was 6 years ago from his perspective, so... Plus, there's other people around that will see. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, but it does allow you to completely undress like that. A lot of MMOs wouldn't allow that. Just partial. Attempting to hide your nakedness from others. I know, right? Little do they know they can't do it in real life. What, is he poking you down below? Okay, that was really cute. I'll see. Yes, but again, a lot of time has passed since then. Puberty has went through. I'm sure she'd like to see her daughter, but... Yeah, I kinda knew we were transitioning into this. But the best she can hope for is them to come to her. Well, it's not impossible. Maybe we could put you into a robot or something? I'm waiting for Sasuke to show up now. That'll be fun. But for the moment, it's, you know, a sweet scene. But I know that interruption is coming. Okay, maybe she won't interrupt the scene. I just thought it was a perfect setup for that. The whole, hey Haruto, what are you doing naked hugging her? Ooh, that's really cool. That's how getting sun works. And then Haruto shows up. Yes, buying hairs are privilege only for me. Maybe Asahi sometimes. You know, when you see things like that to the love interests, potential love interests, of course that's what's gonna happen. But most protagonists do that unintentionally. You want that picture frame. I mean, you could do that, just put a tablet in or something. You could do something like that. I see. But she wants you to have it. And now it's yours. That change of facial expression. Yeah, I'm sure Satsuki will be excited for that. And there we go. I was waiting for that. Nope, Haruta put it on for her. That's gonna make it so much better for her. Because he did do that. Of course you don't. He didn't really put much thought into it. Satsuki really should just accept that she's lost, though. Yeah, I totally believe you. Don't just do what she says. I'll see. That's a good question. Been asking myself that since the episode started. Several hours later. Apparently she did. Yeah, the more denseness. You know, when a girl looks at you and blushes, it's really not that hard to interpret what she's thinking. At least a general idea of it. And it's pretty cool looking place, so. I should hope not. Yeah, I was about to say, you three can't take on a boss yourselves. Well, compared to Sasuke, yeah. Yeah, hugging's not that big of a deal, but the only problem is that it's gonna make Satsuki all salty over there. Yeah, I bet that would happen. There probably are. 6 years isn't really that long, but I guess it is when you're that young. Pink card, Asahi. Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay there too long either if I were you guys. I'm just kind of waiting for something to go wrong right now. Because we haven't had any well, we haven't had any serious combat yet. We did other grinding for items. Here we go. Satsuki really is stacked. I mean, just wow. There she is. Girl looks kind of familiar, honestly. I don't mean that just that she was in the last episode, I just mean in general, just very familiar looking character design. And here we go. We have a boss. So I assume Takanori will show up at some point to help. But man, does he look scary. Do you have anything that can help us right now? I'd say so. Well, it's probably been a lot of updates since you guys last were here. Yeah, this is very bad. I don't want to say I don't believe you, but... Man, that guy is so cool looking. Uh... Where are you getting this confidence, Asahi? I know she's good with a whip and elemental magic, and you're good at being you, but... I mean, she has a pretty cool attack herself. spell looks like it takes a while to actually cast, but oof. You got a little something on your leg, so obviously a parallel to the previous scene we saw in the flashback. Yeah, Dazzy, we wouldn't want you to die a second time. The first one was bad enough. Oh, that works. Jeez. Well, we're quickly getting immobilized. A ring, of course, that'll solve our problems. Oof. Oh, that's the old one, okay. At least I think that's what they implied. Just put that ring on, I'm sure things will work out from there. Oh, I think it's gonna power up. Will it be enough, though? Oh, damn. I'd say it's pretty good. I think we finally have Haruto back after a 6-year slump. I love these senses. Especially the Asahi's. I think we got him. Yeah, I think we got him. You know, it's pretty relaxing music, so. I guess you were technically right, but still don't know where he got that confidence from. Yeah. One could even say he came back to his senses. Yes. I knew we were full of shit to begin with, so I'm glad that you acknowledge that now. Because you really pissed me off earlier. Yes, power of friendship will get us through everything. Our first real step to reuniting Subaru will become the legend of the legendary heroes. No ED this time? Well, the real one. True. So that was the third episode of Shichisei no Subaru. So, at the end of the episode is the segment where Satsuki started to really piss me off. Basically telling Asahi to leave Haruto alone. Basically jumping to all sorts of conclusions about what Asahi is, despite having actually not knowing any of this. She's just pulling this stuff out of her ass and basically using it as ammunition against Asahi, pretty much. And I was really happy to see Asahi did not really back down or anything. She just was willing to butt heads with her about on that. So I am glad she wasn't like a doormat or anything. That made me happy to see at the very least. You know, the theme they were going for with this episode was probably promise because that was in the title, but really the theme here was just rings, because there was rings all over the place. You had rings getting dug up, you had rings being made by Asahi, well, getting the materials for the blacksmith to make them. Then you have Satsuki seeing that, flying off to go get her own ring done, and just Haruto finding a ring in that boss chamber. So basically, yeah, rings are really the theme of this episode. But yeah, lots of ring shenanigans happen. Rings being made, being given, being found, being dug up. That was basically the episode in a nutshell right there. Although we did get a fun little scene of Asahi, well, undressing pretty much, and it basically just a nice little bonding scene with her and Haruto, which was nice to see. Asahi is just the only really likable character in the show, so, you know, I do enjoy seeing her do various things. You know, one interesting thing about that bathing scene that we got there was basically Asahi commenting on wanting to see her parents, which is obviously understandable. And my first thought was, hey, if you can't come to your parents, why don't they just come to you? Haruto could just say, hey, your daughter is sort of still alive in this game, why don't you come hang out with her? But then I realized I think that there's a lot of limitations to who can play this game. I think you have to have like a sense. So I think that was one of the things that they introduced this world and then this game mechanic to kind of make that not such a simple solution. So that kind of messed up that idea. Now we had a bit of a scene of a Satsuki flashback to when Haruto saved her, and I think it was heavily implied that that was the moment she fell in love with him. Basically, when he was willing to put his life on the line to protect her and, you know, the white knight that he is, and that's basically when that started. Because there's a very obvious love triangle thing here going on between the three of them, which just makes it kind of funny that they're the only three ones currently in the Subaru group now, basically, which makes sense. Only people that are there are the ones that want Haruto to bone them. You know, no surprises there. But I'm sure we'll get more people eventually. Now, the final scene was pretty much our battle with the boss, where they went there and they were going to leave, but things didn't quite work out that way. We had the boss show up that was a little bit different than last time, and now they're expected to defeat them, just the three of them, when they had difficulties before with like the whole group. But in the end, they actually did win. Apparently, Asahi's baseless confidence turned out to be true after all. But at least because Haruto managed to find the old ring and was able to rekindle that old fiery passion he has for the game and all that, and basically decided that, hey, I'm gonna be the proper protagonist and defend the people I care about, and, you know, that usual stuff. And then tapped into his power, his sense, and won, basically. Now, after watching 3 episodes, I'm still not really into the series. I don't really dislike it enough to where, you know, I can drop it without a second thought, so I'm kind of at a crossroads here about what I want to do going forward. I mean, it's enjoyable enough, although Aussie is the only real character that I like. Satsuki did a lot to go to my bad side this episode, but she did kind of acknowledge her mistakes near the end there, so I'm sure she'll be better going forward. And then you have Haruto, kind of the mopey whatever character, but again, he seemed to kind of find his confidence near the end there, so he'll probably be better going forward as well. And you have Takanori, or whatever his name is, that also irritates me a lot because he seems to have not matured at all since he was a child, blaming his friend for his friend's death. He's probably the biggest factor to why Haruto became as mopey as he is. And I would hopefully he acknowledges his mistake at some point, but if after 6 years he still acts like this, I don't see that getting any better. So far we haven't really gotten much of a plot yet. I mean, it seems just kind of everything revolve around Asahi, and with her special magical sense that every one of their mother wants, and they have to protect her from them. That's really the only semblance of a plot we have so far. I'm sure there's something else kind of sneaking below the surface, but we haven't really gotten enough of that to really have it grab my interest. I do really like Asahi, though. I do like the boss battles. They're pretty fun to watch. And the design of the monsters are all very intimidating. Even the trees, which weren't meant to be taken that seriously. I still got a little bit of a, I don't want to say scared. I wouldn't go that far. I was a bit taken aback when I saw those, running, well, not at me, but, in my direction, because I think that was the kind of direction, the perspective of the shot. But anyway, also, Asahi I do like a lot. She's always really fun. And I like how she is not like a complete pushover. She properly argued with Satsuki. She didn't just, look all sad when after Satsuki yelled at her. So I do like that as well. Asahi is kind of carrying this show as far as me liking characters go. So basically, I'm on the fence about whether or not I want to continue reacting to this or not. So it's going to be up to you. This is what I'm going to do. Bit of an ultimatum here. Okay. At the time of recording this, my reaction to episode 2 has 127 views and 10 likes. Okay, what I'm going to do. this video. If this video has at least 200 views and at least 15 likes, that's a 1 and a 5, then I will continue with it. If it has any less in one of those categories, then I will drop it. And this will be the last episode. That's basically what I'm going to do. Basically, if it seems like people want me to continue with it, then I will. If they don't, then I will just drop it. That's basically what I'm at with this, so yeah. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.